Welcome to Chapter 12, starting with Section 3A. In this one, our objective is to learn to write equations in slope-intercept form. And our essential question, what is slope-intercept form? I want to start by talking about standard form of a linear equation. The form ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, is called the standard form of a linear equation. This is one order an equation might be written in. Realize a, b, and c are just constants. The variables are representing right now. In an equation written in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So y equals mx plus b is what we call slope-intercept form because it's easy to identify both the slope and the y-intercept. This would be a very useful thing to have in your notes. So let's write each equation in slope-intercept form and then identify the slope and the y-intercept. So our goal to get it into slope-intercept form, just to flip back for a second, is to have y by itself, x with a constant, and b alone. So we have 2x plus y equals 3. We want to isolate y. Using our algebra steps to solve equations, we need to move the 2x to the other side of the equal sign. So to eliminate it from the left side, we would subtract 2x, and we would do the same thing on the right side. It's important that we show our steps now that we're getting back into solving equations. Every step in the process needs to be written down. So we get y equals 3 minus 2x. Now that's not quite in the same order as the y equals mx plus b, but we can easily flip those around. Because it's a 2x with a subtraction sign in front of it, when we put that in front of the 3, it's a negative, and it's a positive 3, so when we put it at the end, we put a plus sign. So y equals negative 2x plus 3 would be slope-intercept form. Negative 2 is the slope, which we represent with the letter m, and 3 is the y-intercept, which we represent with the letter b. Let's try another one. We want to get this into slope-intercept form, so we try to get y by itself. So it's 5 times y, which means we need to divide both sides by 5. So we get y equals 3/5 x. There was no value at the end, so we add 0 because that would be then our y-intercept. It's best to leave your slope in terms of a fraction because when we're actually working on graphing, we want to have it as a fraction rather than a decimal. Let's try another one. 4x plus 3y equals 9. Remember, our goal is to get y by itself, so we start by moving the 4x. So we get 3y equals 9 minus 4x. Now we want to get the y by itself, so to get rid of the 3, we divide by 3, but because there are multiple values on the right side, we need to divide everything by 3. So we divide all those parts by 3. And you can see I kind of skipped a step here. First, and you wouldn't have to do this first, you could do this last, but first we flip the 4x into the front as negative 4x and the plus 9 at the end. Now look at what happens when we divide everything by 3. We leave negative 4/3 as a fraction, and we divide 9 by 3 to get 3. So that the slope is negative 4/3 and the y-intercept is 3. So let's try one more. We have 5x plus 4y equals 8. So we would start to try to get y by itself by subtracting 5x from both sides. 4y equals 8 minus 5x. If we want to rewrite that in slope-intercept form, we would flip the negative 5x and the 8 around, so negative 5x plus 8. Now to get y by itself, we would divide everything by 4. Anything that can't be simplified, we leave as a fraction. So we would have y equals negative 5 fourths x plus 2. The slope would be negative 5 fourths. The y-intercept would be 2. That's it. Make sure